Hey pals! With Fangyi being just around the corner, we are finally given our first look at her banner in the recent 1.2 livestream, which has a massive 35-day window of availability. Although there are no new operators coming with this version, the hype was definitely present on the livestream with 3 future characters being shown who could possibly arrive as soon as the next update. I am not exaggerating when I say the designs for all of these characters look fantastic. I mean, the guy with the demon wings will probably be a huge favorite. I really wish I could summon for all 3. But we all know gacha resources are not unlimited. So now that you are looking to use Fangyi effectively, I will help you break down her kit as well as the best synergies with other operators. Hopefully, once you finish here you will have a much better idea of whether or not she is what your team has been missing, or if it makes more sense to save your resources for whoever will be released with her. Fangyi is an electric main DPS with a primary role as a striker. Her entire gameplay revolves around the use of her battle skill, which consumes the electrification debuff on an enemy to generate her unique Thunderblades. The more stacks of electric infliction you convert into electrification, the more Thunderblades she will summon to the battlefield. The Thunderblades are where she has some of her greatest power. Anytime you use your battle skill, every Thunderblade she has on the battlefield will unleash a series of Thunderstrikes against the target, dealing massive bursts of electric damage. Once you've filled the battlefield with as many Thunderblades as you can, you'll want to use her ultimate ability. When used, Zhuang's ultimate ability will put her into overdrive, buffing her overall damage output and reducing the cooldown of her combo skill to 1/4 of what it would normally be. Additionally, the first skill you cast during your ultimate ability will cost 0 SP and will instantly spawn the maximum amount of Thunderblades that Zhuang can create simultaneously, allowing you to achieve peak DPS from the start of your burst window. When her ultimate skill is active, Fangyi becomes a storm of attacks, using her battle and combo abilities to fill the battlefield with as many Thunderblades as possible. As each blade creates a Thunderstrike, when she uses her skills, it will lead to a constant barrage of electric damage. She may appear cute, but she's basically putting the enemy into an electric chair. Now that we've summarized the ultimate skill, let's look at some more detail about her kit. Her basic attack string is your typical 5-hit performance, like most other strikers. But her combo skill changes things up quite a bit. It happens when your controlled operator lands a final strike or finisher on a target that already has electric infliction applied to it. When Fangyi jumps in with Siren Blitz, she doesn't just do damage, but she actually turns those infliction stacks into an associated level of the electrification debuff, opening the door for her huge follow-up attack. To put it simply, the math here is pretty straightforward. If your target is carrying 2 stacks of electric infliction, Fangyi's combo will flip those into a level 2 electrification status. You'll see this pop up as an icon right under the enemy's HP bar. Now, while a higher level of electrification does make the enemy more vulnerable to damage, you aren't really keeping it there for the debuff. You're setting it up as fuel for her battle skill. This is where the real synergy kicks in. When Fangyi uses her battle skill, she eats that electrification to boost her damage multipliers and, more importantly, to manifest her Thunderblades. Think of it as a quality check. If she consumes a level 2 electrification or higher, she'll spawn the maximum of 3 blades in one go. If you're sloppy and only consume a level 1 status, you'll only get 2 blades. And if there's no electrification at all, you're looking at 1 blade or even 0, which is a huge waste of potential. Once those blades are out, she channels them to rain down sequential Thunderstrikes for some massive burst. Just keep an eye on your summon count. These blades have a limited lifespan on the field, and you can only have a maximum of 9 active at any given time. The effectiveness of Fangyi's battle skill scales directly with the number of Thunder Blades on the field. Much like Abiwata's Thunder Lances, this skill triggers area of effect Thunder Strikes based on the proximity of existing blades. However, Fangyi has 2 distinct advantages, auto-aim and durability, as her blades persist even after activation. Theoretically, by chaining 3 consecutive battle skills, you can maintain 9 active blades, resulting in nuclear levels of damage as every blade contributes to the lightning barrage. Her ultimate, Empyrean of True State, further elevates this kit. Upon activation, Fangyi enters an enhanced state, visually marked by a holy green aura, granting her increased interruption resistance and buffed basic attacks. Most notably, her battle skill gains extended range, higher damage, and applies electric infliction on the final hit. Crucially, the first cast during her ultimate is entirely free. It consumes no SP or electrification stacks, while still guaranteed to generate 3 Thunder Blades. Here are 3 ways to adapt the second part of your text, maintaining the flow and structure of the previous styles. Fangyi's power ceiling rises significantly during her ultimate due to her enhanced combo skill, which features a vastly expanded range and a 75% reduction in cooldown. This allows for a seamless 1-to-1 ratio between her battle skill and combo skill. Consequently, Fangyi becomes a self-sustaining engine. She applies electric infliction with her battle skill, converts it into electrification via her combo, and immediately consumes that status with a subsequent battle skill to generate and trigger Thunder Blades. This self-sufficiency makes her an individual powerhouse, though her optimal gameplay loop still benefits from team support. The goal is to reach the 9-blade cap as quickly as possible, utilizing the free cast from her ultimate, and then spamming battle skills to trigger the massive collective damage of the blades. In terms of team building, Prolika remains a staple for consistent status application. Arknights is another top-tier partner for her SP regeneration and ultimate-based inflictions, while Ontal provides valuable electric amplification. Interestingly, the live stream also showcased a creative synergy using Alicia's and Arknights' ultimates to trigger reactions that Fangyi can then exploit to maintain her Thunder Blade uptime. This kit flexibility invites creative compositions, such as using Gilberta to trigger electrification through nature/electric reactions while capitalizing on her massive arc susceptibility debuffs. Ardelia remains a solid universal choice as well. Essentially, as long as a teammate provides consistent electric infliction, Fangyi can maximize any offensive buffs or debuffs to push her electric arc damage to its limit. This makes infliction the key to her team building, with Prolika, Aviwina, Arknights, and Ontal serving as her most reliable partners. Ultimately, mastering Fangyi is a balancing act. You need to find the sweet spot between stacking powerful buffs and reaching her 9-blade ultimate state as fast as possible. Regarding her pull value, the answer is simple. Wait for the raw numbers. If her scaling matches someone like Rossi, she will be a top-tier must-pull. Since most players already own Prolika, you'll have a functional, high-synergy team ready for Fangyi the moment she drops. Essentially, that covers the core requirements to get Fangyi up and running. However, her long-term viability hinges on a key speculation: the potential arrival of a dedicated 6-star electric support. If the upcoming version preview reveals a unit that does for electric teams what Tang Tang did for Cryo, Fangyi's value will skyrocket, pushing her performance to an entirely new level. The main concern right now is her raw output. If her base numbers end up being lower than anticipated, she will be heavily dependent on stronger electric allies to stay competitive. If the next update doesn't hint at any new electric operators, you might find yourself stuck with a suboptimal Fangyi for the foreseeable future. It's a wait-and-see situation, but there is no reason to panic. Since Fangyi's banner is scheduled for an unusually long 35-day run, there is absolutely zero pressure to pull on day one. It is much smarter to let the community test her kit thoroughly, get a feel for her practical application, and then make an informed decision. If you have any doubts at all, the safest move is to hold off until we have concrete info on the next version. Depending on the upcoming roster, Fangyi could either become a broken meta-staple or simply start strong out of the gate. Now, if you consider the future new characters that literally got shown in the stream, which are Mifu and 2 other new faces, that's even more reason for you to actually hold on first before insta-pulling her day one. I personally already am a huge fan of the vampire guy, and I know there's a lot of Mifu's fans out there. The new green-haired lady looks good as well, but we can't get them all unless you spend money. Now the boring answer is to wait for more info, but the best answer will always be to always for what you like and not for the meta. I'll close by saying this: if we're looking at this through the lens of pure logic, as long as you have one complete, top-tier team, you technically don't need to pull for anyone else. You can clear almost all current content with one heavily invested squad featuring a 6-star main DPS. While there are rumors of an insanely challenging new mode on the horizon that could shift the meta, a fully built team can handle everything currently in the endgame. I hope this has provided you with some perspective. I'm still unsure myself. And let me know in the comments who you're saving for or if you're going all in on Fangyi. I'll be posting everything relating to Endfield soon. Stay tuned for that, and that is all. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon.